Peace, peace. So, everybody's out there talking about Bird Box. Bird Box, Bird Box, Bird Box. Apparently, it's this new film on Netflix that dropped at the end of 2018. It's now 2019, so it dropped at the end of last year. And I normally would never, ever, ever make a video like this or comment on something like this in depth in pop culture. But at the time, I was off from work. I had the Christmas break, and I figured, why not? What the hell? Let's check it out. So I saw that it had some A-list actors. Sandra Bullock, for one. We remember her from the '90s films back in the day. Good actress. So I said, let me give it a try. And a lot of people are posting all these things about Bird Box. I mean, there's a lot of heavy memes now. You see people walking around with the what do you call it, the the hoodwink on. They got their eyes covered, and really, people are making a big to do out of it and missing the obvious signs that are within the movie Bird Box itself. So when I first saw the movie, I thought it was just, oh my gosh, just another dystopian movie. I really don't like those dystopian stories because it's not really cool that things are ending and you have to deal with all this gloom and doom in the movie. I generally don't like to watch that on TV. It doesn't really resonate with me, but it does make for a good story. But just try to limit that stuff. But either way, what was I saying? Yeah, so I saw that it was just another I thought it was going to be just another dystopian movie, but it wasn't. It turned out there was a lot of hidden messages within the movie as well if you are able to look for things and able to spot things and pick them out. Now, in full disclosure, I am a graduate student in studying English and narratology. At the same time, I also have a background in filmmaking. I was a film student in college. I'm an undergrad. I never really worked at Hollywood, but just trying to illustrate the point. But yeah, I was a film student undergrad. I also went to New York Film School, so I study stories. So I'm into that type of stuff. And one of the things I realized in looking at this movie is that if you do not look at this movie in terms of some type of literary lens, particularly satire, if you're not open to view this movie as just another commentary piece, just something that, yeah, it doesn't really have to be this or that, but it's just, it leaves you with more questions than it answers because it wants you to think. And so, and I think that's what it was designed to do because you see all the feedback. I mean, people are just talking about it. They got this to say, they got that to say. Like we just said, there was a whole bunch of memes about it, and everybody's got the blindfold on now. But what I think that represents, I say all that to say this. What I think that represents is our obsession with technology and our smart devices. I'm using a smart device to make this video. I mean, you all are probably looking at this on a smart device. And the cool thing is that the technology is dope. It allows us to do some tremendously dope stuff. But at the same time, if you're not cognizant of how to use technology, what it's doing to you, and how you can operate it, it really becomes your master, and you have missed out on the opportunity to master it. Many times this happens, not all the time, but we do see a prevalence of technology pervading our everyday life. So in the movie where people had to have the blindfold on, I thought that was deep. This is where I first thought about the technology piece when it came over the radio not to look at your phones because if you see the demons on your phones, it'll take you out of here. And at the same time, the people that could see the demons were the people who already were crazy. And so these demons also represent, this is going to blow your mind, these demons also represent the vanity aspect of how we're using technology now. Think about what I just said, the vanity aspect that's connected to technology now. If you realize like why technology is so addictive we think it is, it's not really that it's addictive, it's that it allows a lot of people to engage and fully amp up their narcissism. It allows them to fully engage in just checking out vanity. I mean, dealing with things on a superficial level. I mean, it really gets kind of weird at times if you actually just kind of take a step back and just look at what's going on, but we have to have that presence of mind to do that. And that's what Bird Box is kind of showing people, to have that presence of mind, to go back in, close your eyes, and meditate and contemplate who you are as a being and not look into this technological interface. and find yourself for who you know you are. Because a lot of people that are being born right now, they don't have any semblance of a time when there weren't any smart devices. I mean, they've been out for now, what, 12 years? Yeah, about 12 years we've been out here with smart devices, particularly the iPhone. 12 years. So that means that somebody has gone from baby to now preteen, and that may be just how they interact with things. These are the new humans that we're creating in the future. And so that's that movie Bird Box was saying, because it also had two children in the movie who didn't have names. That was a wise choice to leave the children unnamed, because it kind of creates like an archetype now. These children being unnamed, just calling them boy and girl, it represents that dynamic pair that, fosters existence. The boy who would grow up into man, and the girl who grows up into woman. And this is, that's all I got from Bird Box. Just like a commentary on technology and how we need to let go of the vanity and how we need to come back into ourselves. And you also peeped how it taught us to properly use technology, or reminded us to properly use technology, because how they get around in the city. They got in the car and they knew the car was smart enough, and they used the GPS in the car to navigate around. I mean, that was kind of fantastic. You couldn't really do that in real life, not yet. But even if it was true in real life, I mean, those roads were messed up. There was all kinds of debris and stuff. I mean, that's a conversation for another time. So, just some key points from this video. Again, that my only commentary on Bird Box is about technology and vanity and how it's affecting our sanity. That even rhymes. All right. So thank you for checking out this video. It's been about 7 minutes. I'm up here typing something. Get ready to go out of town tomorrow for work. And I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.